everybody, and welcome to our top 10 quick comic picks. I'm Andy.
I'm Matt.
We're here with Infinity Flux Comics out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. This is our really quick show where we show you some of the biggest and best books that are releasing this week to your local comic book store, or if you ordered with us at infinityflux.net, they're on their way to you to be read and loved. We've got some great books this week. Just remember, you can head over to infinityflux.net right now and purchase these. They're on sale now. So you don't miss out while supplies last. So let's get into this week's.
Yeah, we're going to start with Doom #1. This is a oversized one-shot written by Jonathan Hickman and Sanford Green. This is not in continuity with any other Marvel book right now. It takes place about 2 years after Galactus has run rampant through the galaxy, destroying every planet that gets in his path. He got to Earth. The heroes couldn't stop him either, and he wiped all of them out. And now it is up to Doom and Valeria Richards to figure out how to finally put an end to his reign of terror in the galaxy.
It's a very fun one-shot.
Yeah.
Next up, I've got Ultimate X-Men #3. This one's really interesting. This is kind of our secret history of May, who I guess we're going to be calling Maystorm coming up. How she got her powers, what's the kind of the instigating act like a lot of mutants have that kind of unleash their powers, but there may be something a little bit different about this version of the mutants that we're still slowly figuring out. So if you want to keep uncovering the mysteries of the new Ultimate Universe's X-Men and mutants, definitely check out this issue. I think it's starting to explain things.
Yes. Next is Amazing Spider-Man Blood Hunt #1. This is the only Blood Hunt tie-in coming out this week. In this issue, Spider-Man and Misty Knight and the Lizard have to try to track down Colleen Wing and Morbius, because Morbius may have a cure for vampirism, but it is not going to be easy because they're going to have to fight their way through a horde of vampires just to get to them.
Next up for me, I've got Redcoat #2. This one is great, continuing the Unnamed Universe's stories, focusing this time on Simon Pure, the immortal scallywag, scoundrel. So we've seen him throughout time. We saw him in the first issue, how he became immortal. But now it looks like some of the people who are responsible are kind of part of the same group 100 years later are going after him again, and he's teamed up with a young Einstein to figure out what's going on, and something happens to him that may threaten his immortality. So a great second issue, and you can really feel the story kicking off in this one.
Next is Venom Separation Anxiety #1. This is a new miniseries, one of Marvel's retro series that fits in with the books from the 90s when Venom was still Eddie Brock wanting revenge on Spider-Man. And in this one, to get that revenge on Spider-Man, he travels out to Denver because he thinks Peter is going to be out there covering a story for the Daily Bugle. But Peter's not there, but who is the Purple Man, and what happens when the Purple Man gets his hands on the Venom symbiote.
I've got Action Comics 1065. This is part 3 of House of Brainiac. This one's really cool. You've got Superman and Lobo who are out trying to track down Brainiac. They're going to come face to face with some Zarnians, some interesting stuff there. And meanwhile, on Brainiac's ship, a shrunk down version of Supergirl and Superboy attempt to break out some other people to get help to face off against Brainiac. But Brainiac's got a lot of plans going on. So this continues to reveal some of what Brainiac has in store for the universe, and it's a really, really fun issue.
Next is Uncanny Valley #2. This book is fantastic because the young boy of this book, Oliver, he is in real danger. There are people trying to hurt him, but he is on the road with his Yosemite Sam looking grandfather, and he gets put in all these dangerous situations, but it's done with all this cartoony Looney Tunes imagery, and we do learn a little bit more about this world and who these cartoon looking characters are. This one was really, really good.
Next up, I've got Monolith #1. This is a new mini-series set, of course, within the Spawn universe. And in this one, we follow this character Monolith, who we've seen throughout the last few years of Spawn stories. But this tells a story that takes place in 3030 on a prison ship. and is really kind of we're still trying to figure it out, but a showdown between Monolith and the Omega Spawn. Why is this happening, and what's the story behind Monolith? I think that will all be unveiled in this.
And last for me is the Principles of Necromancy #2. Just like the first issue, this issue is a nice one and done story, albeit a very creepy story about a young girl named Eloise. Her mother is extremely sick. She can't get any doctors to come help her until Dr. Jacob Eyes shows up and is very much able to help her very quickly. And Eloise is so enamored with his ability that she wants to learn everything that he knows, but the stuff that he's working on, let's just say, maybe young children should not learn that stuff.
And lastly, for me, I've got Masters of the Universe Revolution, and this is really great. This is a prequel to the Netflix series, and in this we see Hordak, who, while he being the kind of commander of the Horde army, wants to seek out more power, and he's tried and tried and can't find it. So he goes to some mysterious people to figure out what he needs to do, and it may be that his future is tied with a certain Skeletor type
Oh,
character. So a great kind of prequel to see how they all get
yeah.
here. In this, really fun cameos from a bunch of the characters that we haven't seen in the cartoon yet. So if you're a Masters of the Universe fan, definitely pick this one up. And I believe that is it for our top 10 quick comment picks. Thank you so much for watching. Head over to infinityflux.net right now where you can order these books. They are available now while supplies last. So don't tarry and head over there now and pick them up. Also, while you're over there, set up a subscription list, and everything you subscribe to, you get 10% off. So you can be even closer to our family. We love you. Stay tuned for a longer show coming up where we'll be going over these books plus a ton more, their variants, all that good stuff. So until next time, see
See
ya.
ya.